everyone. It's your girl Val the Forensic Gal. Welcome back to Cyber Secure You. We are on episode 3 of cryptocurrency. And like I said, you can actually go back and watch the previous shows. The first show kind of breaks it down, gives you an explanation and some background on how it actually works. And hopefully you understand, because I was just rambling on and on. But I hope you get the point of that. And then the second episode, we are talking about how it's being promoted, celebrities who have gotten involved, and then the scamming of it. And this is where we left off, and we're going to get back into the scamming. Now, the last show I was talking about my homeboy who wanted me to invest $100 and got all upset that I didn't want to invest this $100, and I was asking too many questions, and black people are ignorant because we ask too many questions and we want to know where banks are and da 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 da. Well, I say to him and I say to you, ask as many questions as you want. Ask away, because that's the only way you're going to know. Right? You need to know these things. I personally don't want to lose. I don't give a shit if it's $20. I don't want to lose it. I can use that in so many ways. So no, I'm not about just throwing money away. Not in this day and age. I don't think so. So he can do it, but I refuse to. So, now the most popular scamming when it comes to crypto is something known as the rug pull. Now, with the rug pull, the scammers like it because they feel like it's a legal way for them to make money in crypto, but it's not legal. I don't know where they get off thinking it's legal, but they do. Because, the government, because it's decentralized and the government hasn't really found a way, just like with cyber crimes in general, to kind of to fix this situation or have developed policies and laws and that sort of thing around crypto. These criminals think like, hey, it's cool. Nobody's catching us and we're living the best life ever. And they think that's just the way it's going to stay. No, it's not. Eventually you get caught. I hope. I would hope. Shit. I don't know if that's necessarily true either. Anyways, so the most popular scam when it comes to crypto is called the rug pull. Now, an example I give is, imagine you see a rug and you're like, oh, that's pretty. Let me go over there and step on it, see how soft it is. And then as you're stepping on it, you're just really getting into how it feels. And then all of a sudden, somebody pulls it from underneath you. And you're stumbling and you're like, wait a minute, hold up, what just happened? And you looking like, where'd the carpet go? It's not there. Who pulled the carpet? That person's not there. So the carpet's gone, and whoever pulled the carpet's not there either. So was it a ghost? What the hell just happened? That's how this is. That's a good way for you to visualize like having this happen if you invest in Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. So as an individual, we buy a small amount of crypto. How it works is you buy a small amount of crypto, and you start to see, it's just like stock. All of a sudden, you start to see the stock rise, right? You see it rise. It's doing well. Other people are investing, because with crypto, it's like I invest and then you invest and then somebody else invests, and it makes it go up, 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 right? Brings the value up, 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 up. And then you might even get an investor that throws in several millions of dollars, and then it goes even up even more. And as soon as that you're thinking, okay, hey, now might be the time for me to pull out, get my cash, right? Nope. The scammer is way ahead of you, and the next day you go and you look, everything's gone. Because what they've done is the scammer has jumped in, saw it at the height that it's at, and the scammer basically sells off the crypto and runs off with the money. It's just that simple. That's how it works. And it happens over and over and over again in the crypto world. And they call it rug pull. And it's so sad. I've seen people online devastated, crying, losing it, depression, everything, because they have put their life savings into this. And they take the bag and disappear. The scammers just take the bag, gone. They don't give a shit. They don't care. Like, these guys really do not care. They don't give a shit about you. So if somebody gets on the phone with you and acting all really nice, and we're a community and we talk and we help each other out, and all of that is bullshit. Bullshit. I call bullshit. Do not let that even, don't let that sway you. Don't let it persuade you at all. Don't do it. Just your best option is to take your money and do something else with it, but do not go putting it in crypto because when they start trying to oversell the shit, that's how you know. All right. And I'm trying to remember, did I mention there was something I might have missed that I had said in my at the beginning of the show, and I'm not sure if I said it in the last show, but I'm going to bring it up again. Just understand they use a lot of psychology. It's the psychology, the study of people, the study of behavior. This is how they get you. They may not know your particular behavior, but they know behaviors like yours. And then as they get to speak to you and they get to know how you are, they get a sense of it. Maybe they ask you for your month of birth. Like, what month were you born? And then they say, oh, well, you're a Scorpio. What do they say? You're a Capricorn, or they say you're a Scorpio. And they start to align how to interact with you. Okay. And then from there, it just gets worse and worse. And it's unfortunate because, again, a lot of these people are lonely and they get on there and they get sweet talked and get talked out of their drawers and panties and every damn thing else, including their freaking money. The scammers find they find a crypto project that is doing well, and what they do is then they create a distinct code. So they'll go online and they'll look at all the wallets that we talked about before, right? They'll look in the wallets in the database, and then they find one that's doing good. Then they'll take and create a new code for that, and then they rename the code that they're seeing in the wallet. They rename it, and it becomes a new project. And they launch that new project, and that new project does well because they are thinking it's the old project, but he just renamed it, and boom, then they take off with the money. So another way that they're catching individuals with this crypto is SIM swapping, the good old SIM swap, which is exactly what I've been dealing with for the last 8 years. And it's so difficult to get people to understand how this SIM swapping works because these fuckers are clever with it. Okay. Now, there is a guy named Joel Ortiz. He was a college student and he stole over $7.5 million. Okay, did it all with SIM swapping. So here you have poor old Dennis Corey. Poor guy. Dennis was scammed. Another guy out of North Carolina, and it was all done with the SIM swap. One day they went to go use their phone. They get a message saying that password was changed. They try to get on and get onto their account. They're blocked. It's locked. It's all this other stuff is going on, but they just can't access it. Now, who got a hold of it? Joel did, and Joel basically got 7.5 million from about 40 victims. And just so that you know, he got about 10 years in prison for that. I guess they saw it as making an example, but I swear as soon as he gets out, he's probably going to find another way to freaking do it anyway. So I don't know. So it's just like any other cybercrime. All of a sudden there's like you're not getting your messages, or there's weird messages on your device saying something about your password and it being changed and how you can't log in. And then all of a sudden you lose signal. All of a sudden it's not connecting to Wi-Fi. You get no cellular data. You can't make phone calls. And then when you go to try to log into your crypto account, everything's gone. All money gone. There is one guy I wanted to get to just because I know I get to rambling and I'm not able to fit everything in. But I wanted to bring up this poor guy. He was crying, the dentist guy. He was out of Portland. He was scammed and left penniless. This poor man, I felt for him so bad. So someone reached out to him on Facebook. And it was a friend of a mutual friend. So, on Facebook, everybody has their friends. And let me tell you, I got about 6,000 of them. I don't even know. I don't know. I can say I probably only know maybe 70. But there's apparently 6,000 friends, right? So he gets contacted by a friend of the friend that he knows. And they start a conversation. The person's like, well, let's go talk on private messaging. So then they start doing private messaging. And then she's like, well, it's safer on WhatsApp. Let's talk on WhatsApp. And so he goes on WhatsApp. And so then she's like, oh, well, have you heard of this? And maybe you should check this out. And have you invested before? And how about I loan you some money and you can start doing your first investment and you see how it goes. So she lends him money to invest in crypto. So he invests the money that she gave him and he sees like, oh my God, like it's actually giving me a return. Like, what did they say about 24% return, which is pretty high. And so he's like, okay, well, I guess I'm ready now. So then he takes 50,000 of his own money and puts it in. And then he keeps putting more and more and more and more. So he's like, he gets to a point where he's like, shit, I need to get this money out. I don't have anything now. I'm left with nothing. So he goes to try to get the money and all of a sudden they're hitting him with, oh, nope, you can't get the money just yet. Hold 1 second there, buddy. Hold on. It's not even funny, but anyways, he goes to get his money. He can't get the money. They're saying that like you got to pay taxes on it. You got to, what is it? Taxes and interest and taxes. So in order for him to get this money, well, he didn't have no more money. So he had to go take out loans so he could pay for the interest and the taxes on his $1 million. Like he had like over, I guess it was over 750,000. Something like that is what he was seeing that he could get out. Well, he did all of that, went back and they were like, no, you don't even have an account. What are you talking about? How about they depleted everything, wiped his whole, as if nothing ever happened. He never had an account in the first place. Gone. And the chick, gone. Sad. He was crying. And he just, I was surprised he was actually able to do an interview. So thank God that, he, I guess, saw the light. But I can understand, poor thing. Like, what in the hell? So it was like they wiped him out. Didn't leave him with not a morsel, not a penny, not anything. What I can say to you to wrap up this whole crypto conversation we've been having on these last three shows is do your research, do more research on the research that you researched. Do not invest if you cannot afford to invest. If you can't afford to lose that money, don't do it. Now, me, I can't afford to lose $20. And a lot of that is just because I don't want to. Like, I can't. I just can't see it. No. And maybe I can, but I will not. So, no, I can't. Right? So, don't do it. Because you're not going to get your money back. When it comes to this whole crypto and these crypto scams and stuff like that, it's very rare people get their money back. Go online and check it out for yourself. You will see. The horror stories are there. And then the writings are on the wall really clear. When they come for you, it is, it's just, you're just not getting it back. And here's the thing. Scammers need to know you're being watched. Don't think that you're just out here scamming people living a high life. You can do whatever you want. You better be looking over your shoulder because somebody is watching. Somebody is watching. Just know that. Because I swear these fuckers think they can do whatever they want. They think they could just scam anybody and you're stealing. It's against the law. It's fraud. You're promising one thing and providing nothing. You're saying, hey, I can give you this. This is guaranteed. If you do this, you'll get that. And then when people give, they don't get shit back and everything is gone. You've stolen all their life hard-earned money. What makes you think that's right? It's not. It's wrong. So you're being watched. You will get caught. And you'll get prison time over it. And if you feel like it's worth it, okay, then do you, boo. Do you. Now, I think it's important for you to know there are agencies that will help. And if it happens, make sure you contact the FBI. Make sure you contact the SEC. And the reason I say that, and you may think, oh, what the hell for? They're not going to do anything. Oh, no, you should, because they may have other cases just like yours, and it's important for them to keep track of this. So you need to contact them. But then there's also Local government agencies as well. I found one called React, 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 and they're out of Santa Clara, California. They seem to be a great company, and they help with this sort of cryptocurrency theft and fraud. And if you've had something happen to a major magnitude where you're losing hundreds of thousands of dollars, hit them up. And there's other government agencies, so look it up on Google. If you go to their site, they have a whole list of agencies that you can also reach out to for help and support if you were to get scammed. So thank you so much for joining us here. Again, I'm your girl, Val the Forensic Gal. I hope this information was helpful. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. I feel like I've learned a lot from doing this research. And will I be investing in cryptocurrency anytime soon? Hell no. Peace out. See you next time. Thank you so much for joining me. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.